And welcome back to IEM New York. We're ready to get into our matchup between Whalers and ImPerium. If you're just joining us, we're all aboard the Whalers hype train as we go to train as our first map up as picked by ImPerium. It's the best map they probably could have got out of this pool, Dweg. So let's see whether they can make good on their T side. It's the pistol round about to get started. Our GG bet odds definitely favor the Whalers camp as we get things going straight into the pop dog area. Fast placing to come out from this pistol. Alone is in the back lines. Ellison's going to make his way quick in, but Carter J first casualty. Got a good angle on towards that default plant. Way too exposed to the Ivy angle now. Heretic and Burt, last two players. Now just Heretic standing alone in a 1-on-5. This is a pistol round going the CT side.
This is more than a pistol round. This is a shutdown, Jay, coming out from Whalers camp. ImPerium, they try and go quickly. Oh no! Oh, even the 9 for Tempest trying to come out in the end. The pistol's going to be able to secure the deal, but my goodness, ImPerium, they went for the real quick play to the outer bomb site. They had two smokes around the bomb train, in out through T-Con and from Pop Dog. They didn't find anything, Jay. No kills going the way of the ImPerium side. Whalers just cleaning up.
An absolute decimation from that defensive, just held together so effectively. And again, open plant, which really sealed the deal on that round. As soon as that bomb plant got taken out, there was no chance left for the T side. And, well, the Whalers will definitely get things started on the right foot. You can say that much at the very least. Out to the eco, the pistols set, and the SMGs are ready to receive them. And just to farm up the cash, if possible. ImPerium playing a relatively slow default here. Out towards the Brown Horns, they're going to flash for entry, but that's it.
It's relatively passive too, coming out from the Whalers. They'll pretty much expect that they'll only be up against Glocks, considering no kills or a bomb plan came through. Just a waterfall out to this B bomb site by the looks of things.
Spray up from Rampage, very awkward, gets shut down by Ellison. Pine Alone does turn around with that scout shot, all bang on towards him. Nade up against Burt will deny that bomb plant again. Big kills coming in just to take away any sort of money gain from the ImPerium camp and stay alive for a simple second for the Whalers. No investment from ImPerium though, so there can be a bit of a buyback coming in. They can see the rifles coming out early here.
A little bit disappointing that ImPerium have been denied bomb plants twice now. But look, in the end, it's only a Glock round, so it doesn't really make the biggest of differences. The bomb plant would have helped everyone get full utility sets, but they still come away with 5 AKs, a fair bit of utility too. And for the Whalers, at least Rampage holding on to that MP9, making sure that he wants to keep that as a little bit of a bonus. ImPerium putting some really early flashes to try and get a player out. But DJ's going to be out of fight too.
Now making it 3 in the end. Ellison falls. Next, Heretic last man standing. And wow, the cleanup rounds coming in very effectively here. I gave them the benefit of the doubt on the ImPerium side, but it looks like they're just not getting off that great on the start. Pistol conversions, rifles, all getting shut down by Whalers. Some very fast plays, looking very scrappy and uncoordinated.
Yeah, look, it is looking pretty scrappy coming out from ImPerium. We're seeing a lot of quick hits, at least so far in the early rounds. We saw in the gun round, very quick execution coming out again to the outer bomb side. Rather than trying to slow it down, bait out utility of that CT side, maybe see if you can get someone over aggressive. Just Eagles to follow going into round 4. Whalers putting a lot of pressure on in the early stages of this half.
Rampage, there's the first simple kill coming in for that AK. Nice and effective, and well, the Eagles just next to face and next to 4. I mean, it's not really much of a round here. Eco coming through and now getting shut down pretty effectively. Again, they get away with one good pick. That's about all they're going to come up here. But does get another good frag, actually. And Boo will shut him down. That's 4-0 for the Whalers side. Max loss bonus. ImPerium coming back with some AKs.
And I'd like to see ImPerium out. they beat me to it, Jay. I was going to say, I'd like to see a bit of a tactical pause, you know, have a bit of a think about things, get the AWP going, and that's exactly what they've decided to go through. I think it's some really good sort of mental attitude there, Jay. You know, some teams, it might take sort of 6-7 rounds lost in a row before they really start going in thinking, okay, this is time for a tactical pause. They've used one before it's too late.
Very, very early onto this one. And again, it makes a lot of sense given the circumstances. Definitely do not want to lose control of this early and allow the New England Whalers to just spiral out of control. Because the moment they do, there'll just be no chance from ImPerium. And on this map, their pick, their best shout of this series, obviously it's not the start that they wanted to on T-side, but still a way to pull this back if they can get that tactical effective. So AK's out, AWP into Heretic. Also, opt to respond for Parallel. You talked about that double setup, one of your favorite setups, it seems like, but At this stage, it's only the single orbs, and it's being played out into the connector area. Trying to challenge Heretic from passive. It will just be utility and all the bullets and nades put down against them, so they can't make their way out of position early.
Oh, Rampage is so aggressive out through the brown halls, and Wilkie just does not expect that at all. A little bit of nade damage going up towards the top of Pop Dog. Some spam trying to come through. And we haven't seen the double orbs coming out for the Whalers just yet. Keep an eye on whether Bentley decides to go for that double orb out towards Ivy. But for ImPerium, it's a bit of contact out from T-Pop, not being successful though, Jay.
2 kills found, loads of damage done to Carter and Heretic. Now Carter burning a little bit more in the Pop Dog position as Heretic joins up with him. Rampage is still held to the brown halls though. They're going to read this position. Obviously he played this up very aggressive earlier on in the last round, but no one's checking it. He takes that face, drops that one. 2 more T-side players to be seen. What's the head of the second? Swings in for a nice quadra. What a round from Rampage to close it out. But again, Whalers just facing the full brunt force of the aggressive defaults from ImPerium and just shut it down immediately.
I'm getting worried already, Jay. This is just looking so one-sided. We're already 5 rounds in. You look at how much confidence Whalers have got. We saw Rampage getting very aggressive in through round in the early round, found that opening contact, and rather than just falling back and playing passive in the side, Jay, he starts to relocate, and then in the end, finding 4 kills. Big round from Rampage.
5-0. Deagle's PT50's in again for the half-buy round from ImPerium. Flash is already in. Ben's going to take his face. Does only get that 1 kill. Trades are good from ImPerium this time. 1 rifle to pick up, but not much more to be found. The CT is pressing forward and then falling right back out of the back of that. DJ comes up with 2 more picks in the T-Con area. AWP does get Burt next to fall. And Heretic low man standing. Easy peasy. And Boo's here, he's feeling this. Like, he knows they're in control, and the Whalers, they have every right to BM because they've got 2 players on the opponent's team without any kills so far.
Yeah, and look, I think from ImPerium, this is actually a pretty good opportunity to kind of strike with an early kill. We're seeing Whalers get really aggressive. We saw, especially in that last round, Jay, Flash coming in for Bentley to peek out towards Ivy. We've seen Rampage get very aggressive in through Brown Hall. So the Whalers could maybe start to get a little bit overconfident, Jay, on the CT side and a bit too over-aggressive. That could be a chance, at least from ImPerium.
Ellison first facing out of the gate. Unable to receive the individuals, make his way out as Wilkie takes some damage. At the very least, they are trading damage back on the CT side, so there are a couple of opportunities opening up for the ImPerium camp, but again, it's Bentley there to open up the kills with the AWP. Boo falls to Carter, though, as the name isn't doing as much onto the 2 players out of Ivy as they would have expected it to. So for once, ImPerium coming 1 back in against the Whalers.
A good start, at least coming out from ImPerium. One of the most competitive rounds we've seen from them yet. And they've got a little bit of control. They've got 2 players with the bomb out to that Ivy position. You had that early member out from T-Con. Oh, but Rampage, Jay, they can just stack up this A bomb site. He's so aggressive again.
The confidence to go for this play. Ellison has no idea. He actually responds to it. That's a good frag. That's a good way in. 4-on-3 scenario as the T-side players each other, the Molotovs and the smokes down to the Ivy control for Burt, hoping to flush CTs away, but again, Whalers are being very passive about this. They've lost the man advantage.
Jay, if you can at least try and isolate one of these picks towards the outer bomb side, he knows that DJ's stuck into this hell position, but he needs more support from his teammates.
Bentley turns it around with an AWP, pick phone alone here towards Connector, gets the kill as DJ gets Carter J in the interim. Heretic now in the 1 versus 3. He's found a kill, but 18 seconds now left to the clock. Requires a bomb plant, requires some more time. Ideally, the man advantage to be evened up if you can find the next AWP player. No, Pone alone catches him. Simple shot as he crosses 7-0 now for the CT side.
I'll tell you what, they need to deal with Rampage. They just need to be able to stop him getting that aggressive. Yeah, we actually saw Ellison being able to win out that duel, but they're allowing so much map control to be taken on this CT side, Jay. ImPerium, it seemed like they'd had a bit of an opening opportunity there. They had the man advantage, they had the 4-on-3, but they just weren't able to be able to isolate the players on the site itself and at least turn it into a post plant. They haven't even got a bomb plant yet, Jay.
Getting real good for the Whalers side. All the potential from ImPerium has been taken away effectively. Boo with that kill. Wilkie will turn around a good trade out in the open to a 4-on-4 scenario. Flashes and smokes coming in to the positions. DJ wraps in, takes that frag. Damage to Ellison next up. Still back here at the top. That secondary kill on through triple, not quite. Burt will shut him down. Wilkie, the E-box now behind the red train, will try and join his teammates, but they're siphoned off from each other and they're both low. Burt's been seen as well. They fired on his position. They will keep him suppressed now. 1:10 to the clock, and I mean, yeah, they have got a 3-on-2, but the HP is so low that I doubt they'll be able to do much with their positions.
And they know exactly where both the T-side players are. That bomb's dropped in not a fantastic position. It's still comfortable, but they need to be able to find these kills, and they're not going to come through. Bentley and Rampage working together to get an 8-0 start on their own position. Oh my goodness, Jay. I thought this matchup could have been one-sided. I certainly did not expect this kind of a start from the Whalers.
And second tactical coming in from ImPerium as a result. This is not fun. Very much not fun for them. It is T-side, so, you know, take that as you will. But even on T-side of train, you should expect at least a decent level of rounds here. You know, these guys, you know, we're currently playing on T-side meta, so even though this map is still heavily CT-based for a lot of teams, you would hope at least a couple of good rounds out when the rifles come in, but the AKs have been ineffective so far from ImPerium. And I don't want to rail in on them too much. Again, they are the clear and definitive underdogs in this matchup. So seeing the Whalers go ham like this, go 8-0 up at the start, it doesn't surprise me too much, Dweg.
Now, you've got to think that the double orbs are just going to continuously get invested coming out from the CT side. There needs to be able to find at least somewhat of a response of these orbs, and upon alone, he's going to find the opener with just an ego round, so not too much to come through from ImPerium, but it's away with one kill.
Nearly a 2-for-1, or 3-for-1 I should say. 2-for-1's already come out as Carter and Heretic have fallen, but Wilkie on 10 HP, now nothing. And Ellison held out towards the T-con position, hoping for a good peek in the pick-in against likes of DJ next. Finds man, can't get the kill though, but falls to the bomb in the open. And DJ survives his encounter on 4 points of health to continue the round streak for the New England Whalers. This has definitely been what you would call a dominant affair. Rifles coming back in for the ImPerium side. They need to get something on the board. I mean, the realistic chances of a 15-0 half are very, very they're very likely, you know, like it's a real possibility at this stage.
I'd like to see maybe ImPerium think outside the box a little bit, Jay, whether they go for like some outer smokes and quickly hit inner, or unorthodox card. Jay going very aggressive in through pop dogs. That's an opening kill being found from ImPerium. It's been a while since we've seen them with a man advantage, Jay.
Simple frag, a pop down, a pop dog, beating Boo to the punch, and of course getting away with a lot of HP. So a first from ImPerium here on the T side. Now leaning in towards the brown holes here for these boys. 5 players total, 3 going to make their way out first. Rampage had rotated towards the A site, so now realizing that B's going to be the play. He will flash out, but also go passive and wait for backup. He realized the bomb that we conceded, and they're going to concede the round as well. Whalers wrapping out towards the... Okay, it looked like they were going to go for a save call, but now they're going to make their way in for a proper retake.
Yeah, look, as soon as Connector gets smoked off like that, you really want to either be rotating in through Pop Dog and getting through Brown Halls, or at least come in from the CT spawn. ImPerium, the bomb's been ticked for quite some time now, and finally the kills started. This is looking like ImPerium are going to be able to get the first round on the board, and this Polo absolutely huge. He only gets away with a couple of kills. So ImPerium, they pick up their first J, and for the Whalers, they gamble stack that A bomb side. The rotation from Rampage back into CT to B, it was already too late. They'd already actually got into the site itself.
Yeah, I feel like that retake call was a bit indecisive because they sort of rotated out, went back through CT, then went back into the site when they could have gone for a 2-pronged attack via connector and CT spawn. So, you know, and that seemed like it would have been the quickest and most viable affair for the Whalers. I mean, correct me if I'm speaking out of turn, and I'm completely incorrect in that respect, but, you know, it definitely felt it was a bit half-hearted there from the CT camp. In the longs game, it won't matter too much, though. Of course, they've got a double upset about the Bentley and Polo, as they have done throughout most of this huff so far. Putting bullets on range as standing Heretic onto the train, but the Molotovs will force them off angle, and they'll be unable to get a pick. A lot of damage done in turn, though.
And one thing that the Whalers have been pretty sort of silent in is just nade damage. We're seeing on a consistent basis, Jay, HE and Molotov damage is actually very, very high for this CT side. ImPerium a little bit slower in their default attempt. It looks like the run boost is going to be coming out for Heretic with the AWP out from Ivy. Oh, doesn't quite land it.
That's upsetting. That could have been a decent enough play to, catch a Bentley off guard, but in the end it worked out against them. Carter actually kept him all stopper though, so a secondary frag going their way again. A man advantage now capitalized on here by the Imperium side. 5 versus 3 situation. Ellison tentatively kicks out of the pop dog area, sees 2, gets shut down by Panelon. Rampage trades into a 3 versus 3. Orb doubles up for a secondary pick. Wilkie and Heretic suddenly left at a disadvantage. Wilkie gives up his position, trying to escape the dodge here. Where is the bomb? Is it on someone's back? I don't really... I think it's back at the spawn area.
Take on.
So someone's got to pick that buck up. Yeah, that's been a big mistake. That's going to cost them time from Imperium. They've got to go to the A site now. And with a 3-on-2 disadvantage, this probably is going to fall apart.
Yeah, look, even for Boo, he's got an opportunity of ramming down through Pop Dog and maybe being completely undetected. And Ponalone's going to start to hear the footsteps, start to give the call that it's here to hit out towards the A bomb site. The bomb plant should come through. They're fighting this clock very low, and it gets denied. This round is absolutely over. Heretic just to hold on to the AWP. That's his best chance. He's bring it into the next round. A 5-on-3 advantage, and then they just don't capitalize on any kills after that. They look so pressured. It's almost like they're playing awkwardly. They're so pressured that they're not playing their own game. In a 5-on-3, you should convert that 99% of the time. Work together, just rush into that A bomb site if you like. Play together as a unit. They took so many individual one-on-one duels, and I just can't believe the Whalers bring back a huge disadvantage to make it a round victory.
Yeah, that's the key thing, right? The man disadvantage is what cost them there. The fact that they were able to turn it around and still get it back for the Whalers camp.
Yeah.
That's crippling to Imperium. They had everything to play for as well. They needed to get that second round together, looking so confident right up until the trade started coming in. Now back to an awkward buy up. The AKs, AWPs, and MAC-10 in for Ellison. The smoke's down as standard. It looks like an early A hit. 2 smokes coming up, and yes, they make their way outside into the other bomb site. It's Bear with the kill. Second kill for Wilkie as well. Carter Day on site, dealt with effectively. 4 kills on trade. It's barely any damage done. And Heretic, well, he's out of this round. He'll get a frag back from Pona at least, but moves there to shut it down. 11 to the ball of the Whalers camp. And the dominance will continue despite a bit of a hitch in the carriage.
Look, unfortunate there for Imperium. Again, it just seems like when they go for these outer hits, they just get cleaned up. We've seen DJ really been rock solid. I think one thing that sort of stands out to me the most in this matchup so far, yeah, he's 16-6 and he's had a world amount of kills, but he hasn't been the player that's been aggressive. He's been the one that's been sort of in the site itself, the anchor that's been finding so many consistent kills, so many multi-frags, and just a hell of a lot of impact. Triple B setup. They're going to run straight into the stack, Jay.
Yeah, this is going to be ripped apart so quickly. So quickly from the Whalers side. They're going to play semi-passive around this one. Portaline's there to take that first shot, then Rampage going to swing on the next 2. They've also got a crossfire set with Bentley. No flash around this corner. It gets the wallbang as well. He's nothing on stage, but Bentley gets himself too big. P2K in against the MAC-10 does get shut down in the end. So a 3-on-3 scenario as Portaline gets back to summit spot and waits for backup to arrive. At least they've thinned out their numbers from Imperium.
I tell you what, that's decent from Imperium. They were running into a triple stack, which is the first time we've seen that from the Whalers, especially over towards that B bomb side at least. You can see 2 players rotating into A, just leaving Booby out to the B bomb side. But now he's got the information, they can rotate Ponalone back towards B if they like.
Lost another player. 2 standing from Imperium. Boo getting back out of dodge here. Back to the passive angles of connector. Ready to rotate towards A. Will take some contact though, and Ponalone will make his way back in. Ellison up the site. Bomb plant on default. That Molotov won't extend far enough, but Boo will. Down position, take it down. Full BM in as well. The fuse will be secured by the Whalers. 12-1 on the CT board.
I mean, don't you think they've had it rough enough? Like, you're down 1-12. You're still BMing them. Like, oh, it's gotta hurt. It's really gotta hurt from Imperium. And for the Whalers, like, honestly, Jay, they can do anything. Like, they can get aggressive, they can get aggressive hot dog, they can go after the ground. It feels like they can really do anything they want on this map, and they're not gonna get punished for it.
It has. Honestly, I'm trying to find a point to counter you with that, because like, you know, it feels like you're 100% whatever they want and just dominate it as just off extension of their own accord. Like, this is so simple from the Whalers side. ImPerium have struggled. And significantly struggled at that one, Dwayne. I honestly don't know if there's a way back at this stage. Okay, gave them the benefit of the doubt. I gave them the credit. I thought maybe they can do something here on train. Unfortunately, this T side is. I mean, even if they're able to make a massive comeback on CT side, the reality is that there's so few rounds to work with in Buffer that we're going to be looking at a situation where things are going to just be a couple of rounds away from the Whalers' victory.
And I think that one thing it certainly proves going into IEM New York is that I think we're going to be certainly seeing some one-sided affairs. I think that we're going to see a big sort of gap in terms of skill level. You know, you look at like your pro leagues and what have you, and you have like all your top teams, you know, 8 teams. This is 12 teams. So you're certainly going to have some that are going to struggle at this kind of a level. So look, for ImPerium, I said that their best chances of getting some decent results was against New England Whalers and Rebirth. You know, they've got some top teams to play as well in this event. So look, it's only going to get tougher from here, but I'm just hoping stay strong mentally. Look, even if you lose 16-1 on this map, go into Overpass with a fresh mindset. As soon as you're down in the dumps, as soon as you've got the mental attitude that this map's done, it is done. Like, you just can't get into that sort of mental attitude.
Yeah, and you know, the experience certainly has favoured them over on the New England Whalers to be able to punish it and BM and do whatever they want to against the ImPerium side. It's definitely looked like a confident affair from them off the basis of firepower alone. You know, ImPerium, I don't know, I mean, you know, it just feels like it's rough around the edges more than anything else. It's not like it's the worst played side in the world. I don't think it's the, I don't think it's like how am I trying to describe this? I just don't think it's the worst T side ever. It's just the fact that, you know, they've just got such good fraggers on the opposing side, a well-rehearsed, well-organized New England Whalers squad who have made waves in MDL and in other online qualifiers for a reason. You know, like they're a good team, and they're currently just very quickly slapping the the ImPerium side bout all over train. You know.
Yeah, and I think that New England's really proving that like they're a team that should not sort of be slept on. Again, yeah, both of these teams are in MDL, but you've got two very different levels. You've got New England Whalers that are second right at the top, and you've got ImPerium that are down at 14. So I certainly think that New England Whalers are one of these teams that the more experience that they can get in these kind of events, Jay, that you know, they can start to rise up the ranks. But it does seem as if we do have a couple more technical issues. We are going to head over to a short little break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with Train just after this.
Keep on moving on, never look down, never fade out, never fade out. Don't look down, never fade out. And I just wanna be someone and never fall behind again. Just keep on moving on, never look down, never fade out, never fade out. watch the waves wash over the shore. The horizon was blinding. This could be the end of the world as we know it. Oh, this could be the end of the world as we know it. And we never thought we'd get this far. I'm gonna stay true. These songs I wrote for you, oh, they make me blue. They make me blue. What did you say to me? You wanted to be free. Do you believe? I want you to believe. I want you to believe. I want you to believe. In paradise we burn through the night, getting brighter. And the sun never goes, and the sun never goes, and the sun never goes, and the sun. This could be the end of the world as we know it. Oh, this could be the end of the world as we know it. And we never thought we'd get this far. I'm gonna stay true. These songs I wrote for you, oh, they make me blue. They make me blue. What did you say to me? You wanted to be free. Do you believe? I want you to believe. I want you to believe. I want you to believe. I'm gonna stay true. These songs I wrote for you, oh, they make me blue. They make me blue. What did you say to me? You wanted to be free. Do you believe? I want you to believe. I want you to believe. I want you to believe.
Out of the shadows, I've come to make a name. Ready for battle, 'cause I got a throne to claim. Think that I'll crumble, I'll show you a mistake. Where you see me coming, better run for cover, 'cause I'm not slowing down, I'm never going under. I survived the pain, I know it made me stronger. So meet the monster I came to conquer. When all the smoke clears, I'll still be on my feet. Forget all of my fears, 'cause I know my destiny. I feel a champion waking inside of me. It's set in motion, the legend's spoken. This is my moment. Can't break my focus, know where I'm going. This is my moment. Where you see me coming, better run for cover, 'cause I'm not slowing down, I'm never going under. I survived the pain, I know it made me stronger. So meet the monster I came to conquer. When you see me coming, better run for cover. I survived the pain, I know it made me stronger. my mind, trying to find a story to believe. And I've been getting sick of them.
And welcome back into the matchup between Whalers and ImPerium. Not much of a matchup, unfortunately. ImPerium still have only one round after this technical break that has fortunately finished up, and Whalers are only 2 away from finishing out this half on the 14-1. The odds haven't shifted much. They were about this number when we started off, and they're probably going to end up a bit more one-sided against the ImPerium side. They're back on rifles, Dwayne. They need to get something on the board if they want to have a chance in the second half.
Yeah, look, at least 3 rounds. Look, there's maybe a chance of a bit of a recovery, but it's going to be a tough one. So, ImPerium, it's just to sort of see, can we pick up any kind of pieces? Can we at least get some sort of success going into this second half? You even see, like, just no Brown Horse control coming out for the T side, and that's probably just with the fact that Rampage has just consistently got this aggressive out from Brown Horse. This time around, though, he's so much more passive at B. Instead, it's T-Con control that's been taken.
Flashes over into the Brown Halls to try and force the aggressive CT forces out. Obviously, Rampage was up there at the edge of the boxes in previous rounds. Got that 3K from the earlier crossfire. He's passive on B this time, though. Going to put some incendiaries up the stall for time and call for backup, as it looks like the real hit will be coming through towards the B site play, and they are ready for it as well. Behind Oil, Rampage will get up top, wait towards upper, and they all come out from lower. Nades up and smokes down, trying to buy a bit of breathing room, seeing that one player in the back lines. You do get away with that one good kill first. Final lone to fall, though, on the CT side. Carter J is very close. Wilkie is going to get that bomb plant in. Rampage should see his foot below the train. He doesn't actually. Wraps back in. Sees Carter. Sprays through, takes him down. Turns one out. He couldn't get Wilkie for the quick double up. So a 1-for-1 trade once again. And Burt in the back line's ready for Boo. Facing in the AK wins that fight. As DJ doubles up on the site, it will be a 13th for the Whalers.
And one thing I kind of want to give a bit of a positive to there, Jay, from ImPerium, is that they actually took a little bit of site control before getting that bomb plant, which is something they haven't really done too often in the past. Again, they haven't been able to get too many bomb plants in this first half, but they started to over-aggress, try and get around that oil train, or at least out towards Summit, see if they can cut off some of the rotations, but the Whalers just putting too strong on the retake.
Double AWPs coming in from the CT side, the AKs, the M4s, all out at standard. Last buyout from ImPerium is going to be limited on utility sets. They've already used a decent amount of it to get access to the A site and held out on positions ready for Wilkie and Carter J. Will spray through. DJ gets that kill through smoke. Rampage gets Heretic and Bundle on a Rampage, continuing to frag back. Decimation in, out of Ivy, Zillison, all left to him for a 1v5 clutch. Shut down by Bentley, and no scope at 14-1, a dominant half from the Whalers as we go to a break. ImPerium that'll be praying for a miracle.
And I won't take it no more. Oh, baby. Just leave it to me. I know what I need. You'll find if you see. And if you believe, you live and you breathe, you'll find the key. Lifting me, lifting you. Can't go alone, let's do by two. Doing this together, it's me by you. All through the night, all through the night. This is me, this is you. When we get together, we can all pull through. I don't ever wanna stop this groove. Let's get it right. Take it to the Lord, then take it to the grave. Listen to the wise man, tell me what it say. Listen to your heartbeat like it still bleed. A little bit of hope, yeah, it's what we still need. Say a little prayer for the moment. Give what you got, just go in. Can't hold you back if you own it. Live your life like it's chosen. No matter what, I won't let up. It's in my soul, it's in my blood. And I won't take no falling answer. If it don't hurt me, it makes me stronger. No matter what, I won't let up. It's in my soul, it's in my blood. And I won't take it no more.
Over in 2 rounds could be the description of this half if ImPerium can't get something on the CT side here, Dweg. A lot of work needs to be put in to bring this comeback, and realistically, unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. It's a pistol round to try and maintain something. ImPerium going out to the defensive. A lot less aggressive from the Whalers, though, not quite as heads-up forward play as their opponents were in the first half.
A bit of aggression might actually come out towards Popdog. We see a HE, at least towards one of the ramp players at the B bomb site, trying to establish a bit of a crossfire bait and switch setup. Heretic swinging it out, instantly gooshed down.
4 HP, ImPerium. The back foot, moves in, looks down towards the stairs area. Doesn't see the man behind the stack, instead it's Wilkie. Beacon out, getting damage, getting a kill as well. Bird gets Bentley and everything. More kills coming in. The backstab players, the Pop Dog push, you talked about it. It's come through good for ImPerium now. 5-on-2, T-side players that remain with the lurkers, the flankers trying to wrap back into the backstabs. And Rampage coming up from Pop Dog, gonna have to work very hard to get this back in. If he goes down, the round is basically over. The Carter Steen spam through. USP gets the frag, and Pod alone is left for dead.
Oh my goodness, there was a lot of mistakes there, unfortunately, for the Whalers. It seemed like, Jay, they wanted to set themselves up to kind of show the bomb out from heaven and fake a B-side ahead, and then wrap around to A, because they had Rampage out towards Ivy, they had Porn Alone out towards T-Con, but they weren't able to do anything with it, because as soon as the Pop Dog aggression came out from the city side, they just sandwiched them in.
20 seconds, taps up against Panalone's part of things. He's going to take some damage. The players are also tagged up on the CT half of things, and he's doing some decency working in this 1 versus 5. But 1 kill's all he'll get. He'll get shut down by Edison next. Second round to the board of ImPerium. And at least they get away with that much here, Dweg. Not over in 2 rounds, 14-2, but a force back coming in from these Deagles. And, well, I mean, don't hold your breath, ImPerium. You still could get shut down right here, right now.
A little bit surprising that we're seeing the force buy coming through. I mean, Whalers could have just opted to go for a complete Glock round and get the AKs to follow, but they want to try and see if they can pretty much end this map as quickly as possible by the looks of things. Deagle's coming out, a little bit of utility armor across the board. Some early nades in towards T-Con, unfortunately not doing any kind of early damage, but 4 players stacked up to this A bomb side. You've got to think from ImPerium, this is an important round to win.
But they were the opening kill on Rampage, of course, picking things up pretty quickly, spraying through against Bentley next up. Immediately coming in against him, Heretic will get another good kill on the UMP, so money going to be gained as the 5-on-2 ensues, and the Whalers side do not make good on their force-up, so... DJ with 1 good Deagle frag, comes in against Heretic next. But realistically, his chances will only be bought by a secondary frag, and Wilkie's going to catch him with his shoulder popping out of Pop Dog. Pwn alone, left alone now. ImPerium looking for their 3rd on the CT board.
Any more damage can be a little bit of a handy extra. But ImPerium, so far, only losing that single player, the UMP player of Heretic, so not a lot has been lost. Opponent alone, nice shot onto the bomb site itself, but can't follow up with any more kills. So 2 go the way of the Whalers side. Probably won't see another force buy. I'll be very surprised. It's best for them, you know, maybe upgrade a little bit if they want to upgrade some pistols, but get those rifles out, Jay, and going into round 19.
Yeah, eco out for the Whalers, meanwhile, as they just got to concede this situation and just sort of take it on the chin. Go back with the regular pistols, kind of get shut down, and try to evade the SMGs if possible. Any damage to ImPerium would be great. Bomb plant will be even better, obviously, to bolster the own buy coming into the next round. The T-sides have started to tank a little bit here for the Whalers side, so not quite as confident as they would have hoped for it. Heretic make his way in, hearing those players coming out of upper. He's got Carpet there to support it, and Bentley jumps off, gets shut down enough HP to the point where he commits suicide by the game zone interpretation of it. Realistically, that was a Carter kill, so 4th on the board of ImPerium, 10 rounds within the Whalers lead, but the rifles are out in force.
And this is going to be the real big test, Jay, for ImPerium. You know, we haven't really got to see too much from them. They've got off to a great start going into the second half, but this is really the big test. You've got a gun round, you've got a really strong buy coming out for the Whalers that don't quite have the money to go for the AWP just yet on for Pwn alone, but it will be AKs across the board, full utility sets. And ImPerium, they've got an AWP onto Heretic, and I tell you what, if they win this round, they can even force a double AWP onto Wilkie if they want to start running that on the city side.
Martov's down, AWP watching the back lines. Carter, of course, held here towards back of right. Red on by Boo as he puts bullets down range through the wall, unable to catch any tags or do any damage here. Wraparounds from several CTs coming in as the Whalers do set themselves up for what seems to be a B commitment. Got the utility standing by in the set smoke positions. Set piece into the B site, down towards Connector. Onto the cross position of Heretics part. You'll still watch upper as they re-smoke down the upper angles, facing on the AK around the back of White. Carter comes up with that first kill, but DJ turns it around for the trade. Now the CTs are siphoned off, the bomb plant can be secured. 4v4 up for ImPerium.
Very aggressive. DJ is looking to continue to push forward, and this extra bit of utility he's put down, just a single smoke and an incendiary, is going to buy them so much more time and force ImPerium behind this utility.
Pylon gets that kill on Wilkie in the back line. He falls next. And DJ still so far aggressive. Are they suspecting him to be here? Well, they'll check it, and Burt will get shut down. Heretic next to face. AWP pick comes in the back line. Gets a second kill on DJ as well. But Molotov set here for Pylon. Ellison's got to get on that defuse relatively quickly. They realize the time is low, and that Molotov might find him enough. Those smoke spreading through. He's been revealed, and Pylon's forced him off. There's no time left. They're off the bomb. They're out of the round. Whalers will get to match point.
Everyone goes down 2 for the ImPerium side. You thought that there could have been a chance of 2 players staying alive. Oh, Jay. Utility usage was just fantastic. It was absolutely stellar from the Whalers. And what they did was just waste as much time as possible. You saw ImPerium were very quick to rotate in through CT Spawn and from Connector to set themselves up into retaking positions. But that extra wave of utility that came through on the T side wasted so much time. And in the end, it seemed very chaotic to get into the side.
One more round for the Whalers to clean it up here. Wilkie will get that first kill. Boo pops out a pop dog, though, takes him right back out the equation. Doubling up, not quite. A couple of aim going a bit awkwardly, I say that, and DJ flicks towards one head, doubles up on a lower HP Ellison. And Carter and Heretic, they do trade actually. AWP comes up big over at the old held position. 2 kills up. DJ wrapping back in the backlines though. Sees Carter, turns around, but does not land the frag. And Heretic keeps ImPerium in the game.
Oh, Heretic stepping up, and this is really what I wanted to see from him, Jay. Big performances. We sort of yet to see what he's able to achieve with the AWP, but finding so many picks. You saw DJ opening up the round for the T side, but it was the AWP to clutch out the 1 versus 1. I just give a little bit of hope going the way of ImPerium.
There's an immense round there to win for Heretic especially. That AWP going to be a crucial entity. It was a crucial entity right there. Now back to the pistols for the Whalers side. A bit of a low buy, a half buy if you will. Not a massive investment from the Ts, but the Tech-9s, the Deagles, the P250s are in here. And the SMG of Carter J is smelling money. Will he be able secure anything from the back lines? Well, technically the front lines here behind the stack area, but a fast hit will come through from the Whalers side. They can overwhelm, get a bomb plant, and that will already be mission successful. We've let 3 cross, they've seen him peek into the crossfire, they get that 1 frag, but Heretic gets 2 more. Bomb picked up on Boo's part. If he plants on the bomb train right now, then he'll be able to secure some bonus money, and for a round like this, that'll be good enough for the Whalers.
So far, so good. A kill and a bomb plant. That's what they really need. Can they do any more? It's going to be Boo going down and DJ to follow. So a 6th round is going to come on the board once the bomb gets defused. But for Whalers, you've got to think that's all they really needed. They upgraded a little bit. They had a couple of upgraded pistols, a bit of utility here and there. They get a bomb plant. They try and keep the economy low on the CT side. It's not going to make the mass amount of difference because it's only 1 more round for the Whalers to win to go to that second map of Overpass. And you've got to think Podalone, get that AWP going on the T side.
Still map point for the Whalers cam, but as you mentioned, that bomb plant will bolster them into rifles. AWP for Podalone as well, I believe, for the first time in this half, coming out for the T side. Plenty of rifles in regardless, however, against the AWP of Heretic. He's going to have to try and challenge it. But it's going to be Rampage on the entry frag instead, making his way up and out towards Olof. With the Molotov down to the back lines, blocks off that Incendiary thrown back from the CT forces as well. Right up in sandwich. Look at how aggressive this guy wants to get. Boo challenging as Rampage gets that opening kill. Wilkie will trade it. AWP upon one still looking into that back lines, hoping for something, but nothing else is going to be seen. The CTs are backing up passive.
A nice aggressive run coming out from Rampage. We saw the Molotov out towards the back Ivy, or back green position, smoke down for 5-6, and that sort of allows a little bit of a trail to come through to at least find the opening kill before getting traded. The Whalers now starting to slow it down. Now they've got a late lurk from Ivy and starting to take some Brown Horse control, so you could think here that Bentley can either try and fake that he's trying to take some Ivy presence and help the B players get in.
He's seen the shoulder, but Carter gets away with damage. Incendiary up, going to stall for time from his teammates coming in. Swings out these two. Burt will take down one, but DJ and Pwn alone trade it. 3v2 scenario. A plant on the bomb train, and under normal circumstances, I'd call the save from ImPerium, but they can't afford to do that. They've got to go and make this round work, else they will be out against the Whalers here on their own map pick, their best opportunity in this series. M4 swings in, sees DJ, drops him to a 2-on-2, and Boo also low on the site. Will let them cross. We'll hear both sets of footsteps. Look up top of the train, take that spray, lose it out to Burt next, and Pwn alone left on up. I think Burt footstep well. He's definitely going to get the conversion, and Burt and Ellison somehow, some way, on with that defuse. A massive retake coming in from CT side.
Probably one of the best retakes we've seen all day in this matchup. That was phenomenal coming out from ImPerium in a 2-on-3 man disadvantage bomb plant. Wow, that was sensational coming out from ImPerium. The way that they peaked on each other's contact, were able to force Jules, swing the T side down to the open. That was very, very pleasing to see from the ImPerium side, and it gives me a little bit of hope, Jay, going into that second map of Overpass to sort of say, yeah, even though they're 7-15 down on their map picker train, we can see glimpses of brilliance from this side.
Well, I mean, the fact that they're bringing us back from the brink, the fact that Whalers have not already won this game is already positive signs from ImPerium. I was kind of hoping for this kind of outcome in the second half, but I wasn't hedging my bets on it. It has come to reality, though, and ImPerium still in the game here, still 8 away from overtime against the Whalers camp. M4's set in. AK backed up here towards the Brown Halls. Carter opens up the round. DJ to fall first.
Unfortunately for DJ, wasn't silent about dropping down for those boxes, so information was given up for Carter J to be able to swing, and now all the kills are starting to come through. ImPerium stepping up on this CT side, J. Whalers only getting a single round on T, and now in a 2-on-5. Like, what do they do here? Do they want to save the weapons? They want to try and bring them forward? There's, like, almost no way back into this now.
Especially with Boo going down right there from Carter J's part. Rampage isolated, and I mean, he doesn't know there's a player or two players top of green that are watching him right now, but at least know the one player over towards the Ivy entrance over on A2. AWP watching that angle, so up your battle, but Rampage isn't even going to take that place. One player is sneaking around him though, Elephant. That shut down with a headshot, and ImPerium again managed to maintain control, managed to turn this around. And the Whalers only scoring a single round so far here on T, a 14-1 half. ImPerium have brought this back for the moment. Can they bring it back all the way? They've got pistols in for round 24, so should at least be a decent chance here.
No, Whalers struggling to close out this first map, Jay, which is very surprising after that 14-1 lead they had in the first half. This time around, going for something very, very quick into the B bomb site. Carter J going to put down the Incendiary. How many kills can he find? It's only one.
1 for 1, bomb plant secured here. At least Whalers get that much, but they're in a decent stance to get a little bit more. M4 picked up by Boo, dropped in the end by Burt. The bomb plant is secured. The nade on DJ will drop him next. So now the 4 versus 2 as the retake starts to come in from ImPerium. They're held back on the bat lines. The Whalers are not pushing far forward. They're not going for fancy backstabs. They're just sitting, waiting for the CTs to come to them, and that's what they'll do. Coming in slowly but surely. Ellison leading the charge. Upper control coming in. Rampage gets that one good pick. PG of the up close gets another good kill on Heretic. Hold the phone. 2-on-2, not with pistols, not like this. Benley holding on for time. As long as he can get Wilkie next up, they'll be on towards the victory right here. But facing gets that sprayer. They got time for the defuse. Just about. That was down to the last second, though.
Oh, I was biting my nails there, Jay. That was really down to the wire from ImPerium. Maybe a little bit too slow in the retake we saw. As soon as those smokes came down after the bomb plant came through, that they were expecting aggression. They expected the New England Whalers to push forward, take some really aggressive duels, but that wasn't the case at all. Both players that were still alive on that T side were very passive, very deep into the site itself. ImPerium now running the second AWPJ. This could be a big turnaround.
Molotov's coming in already here. Flashes up and over. Wilkie watching for players to make their way out. Whalers are going to try and counteract their opponent's firepower with aggression of their own, but spotted, quickly executed by a DJ, but Pwn alone falls in train. And Whalers having such a hard time of maintaining this man advantage. In the end, they do get it back to 3-on-2, but Carter, again, Benley off guard. He does end up dropping towards DJ next, but Wilkie with the AWP in the pipelines gets himself a tidy double. And ImPerium continue to hold their own here.
These retakes, man. What do you say about it? The clutching ability has been here in the second half from ImPerium. Oh my goodness, the secondary AWP comes out for the first time in this matchup for ImPerium, and Heretic is the one that gets taken out so early into the round. It's Wilkie that steps up. I just can't believe we've now seen double digits for ImPerium, Jay. This was a 14-1 lead going into the second half for the Whalers.
Boys, please take a tactical. Like, just take the knee for the moment and try and work on this, because this is not going well for you. Finally, Pwn alone. Confidence coming out, opening up that round here for the kill against Heretic. That's a good start, but again, as I've mentioned before, as has been observable in the server, there's always been a trade from ImPerium, and Carter J is hunting for it at upper, trying to sneak at the edge of this smoke, but they vacated the brown halls. Now leaning in towards the A play, they'll get Ellison next. 3 standing with the CT side. Is this finally going to be the end of ImPerium here in this map?
Oh, I tell you what, Carter J, this could be the really important kill that they need, but it goes the other way, Jay, over to the T side, and that B bomb side's completely opened up. There's a rotator coming in of Wilkie with the AWP. That might now force Whalers back into the A bomb site.
So the 5-on-2 scenario turned to 4. AWP peeks in, misses, second shot on Rampage, somehow escapes with his life. Burt gets a kill on DJ, and now he's the lone man standing, and Boo will find his spray through the